welcome back. This is episode 49, and going to be my last one of the night. We're going to start the main quest again, but no matter how cool it is or how awesome and how much I want to keep playing, I'm going to stop after this because I really need to get some sleep so that I'm not like totally out of it for work tomorrow, because this cold is just killing me. But yeah, so I'll do the main quest, and it'll give me something to look forward to after work. And for you guys, you can just go to the next video right away anyway. When it's uploaded, at least.
Tempers get short and fighting.
I did notice that
soldier reach for his belt like he was going to draw a dagger on the man he was arguing with.
Oh no.
It was lucky he'd lost.
Inquisitor.
Oh, so you can't do the other two specialization missions once you choose one as your specialization. Kind of unfortunate. I would like to do them for the XP, but I guess I should have done all three of them
Inquisitor?
and then choose one. Alright, that's okay though. So we're heading to the war room. That's my quarters. There's so much to do with this game with all the upgrades, and you can color my outfit or choose a different one. But I'm going to try not to get bogged down in all the details and actually work on the plot as well. I just looked at the DLC to the game. There are 3 real DLC packs. I still have to install the Black Emporium, which I should probably do soonish. Sometime this week maybe. But of the 3 DLC, 2 of them you can do before anytime from now, essentially, once you get to Skyhold until the end of the game, but they have some hard fights apparently. So I'm probably going to do what I usually do for one of them, which is play it like the last thing before the final arc of the main quest. Another one can be played anytime before the end of the game, but somebody recommended playing it afterwards, so I'll probably do that. And the 3rd and final DLC can only be played after the game is over, so I will of course do that then. I like how this door is detailed, because that's what they actually did with doors, was have the smaller door you could pass through, and the giant door for like ceremonial purposes. It's a nice little detail they put in there, whoever made that door. I hadn't noticed that previously. Alright, so there's a couple places we could, what is this? We could forward the main quest. Find the warden. Stroud. Which would be cool. Or we assume it's Stroud. It could be your warden, though. I hope it is. Investigate the western approach.
Elf who joined us is eager, to say the least.
Good.
The Dalish possess great knowledge. We should be honored to have him with us.
Thank you, Liliana. Alright, so let's, got a little bit of influence from that. What else do we finish? Or is it only Cullen I finished? Alliances, observing the deadlock. Oh, they're making an ability alliance. Great. Alright, those 2 are busy, so we'll send Cullen.
Alright.
Not sure it's the best approach there, but whatever. Alright, Wicked Eyes and Wicked Hearts I think is the next main branch of the main quest, so let's go ahead and do that. An assassin is stalking the Empress. Celine's death would plunge Orlais into chaos, leaving it an easy target for Corypheus. At the Winter Palace of Halam Shiral, Celine, that sounds like an elven name, Celine is holding peace talks with her rebellious cousin Grand Duke Gaspard under the guise of a grand ball. Every noble in the Empire will attend, making it the perfect place and time for Corypheus' assassin to
If it was
strike.
abandoned when we arrived, who named this place Skyhold?
Solus says it changed hands so many times, the original builders can't be traced. I read the House of Armitage once built a fortress in the vicinity 5 ages ago, but the records are lost.
Such a shame. Can I finish this now? Thank you, guys. We can arrange an invitation to attend to keep him from destroying Orlais if we hurry. Level 12 to 15, so a little worried we're getting ahead of ourselves, but I really want to do this quest, and then we'll do the other 2, the Western Approach and the Warden quests. Assuming we don't block them out. Hopefully we don't. I assume it'll tell us in
We have
Warden
to reach
if,
the Empress before Corypheus. The only
we'll
question
pursue them.
is, how?
We know how. I have our way in. The real question is, where is our enemy hiding? At the urging of Grand Duchess Florian, the Empress is holding a ball. Absolutely everyone will be there. During the festivities, Celine will be meeting for peace talks with the usurper Duke Gaspard and Ambassador Briala. The assassin must be hiding within one of these factions.
Well deducted, Liliana. Or we could already be in the building, I guess.
What do we know about Duke Gaspard?
The man who would have been Emperor. He's Celine's cousin, and was first in line to inherit the throne when Emperor Florian died. Celine outmaneuvered him. She won over the Council of Heralds, who hold authority over title disputes. She became Empress, and he a general in the Imperial Army. He's well loved by the troops. He's also a chevalier. Most of their number sided with him when he turned on the Empress.
Aren't the Chevaliers part of the army? Why would they follow the Duke?
Most chevaliers are sworn to serve the crown, but that does not give them faith in the person wearing it. The Empress has tried to improve relations with Ferelden and Navarra. The Chevaliers see her as anti-military. They believe Gaspard could lead the Empire back to the glory of Draken's expansion years.
Who is this Ambassador Briala?
An ambassador in name only. She has organized the elves of Halam Shiral into an underground
elven.
army. The Empress invited her to the peace talks in a bid to gain the elves' alliance in the war. That would be scandal enough, without the rumor that Briala is a jilted lover of Celine's.
Aha, the plot
A
thickens.
personal grudge and a network of saboteurs at her command. Promising lead.
Wait, the elven leader is a jilted lover of the Empress.
It's not widely known. Just a rumor whispered among the palace servants a few years ago. If it's true and were to get out, the Empress and an elf. The scandal could destroy Celine's court. Even if a lie, Briala could use it to blackmail the Empress. She has some connection to the throne.
The Orlesians do love a good scandal.
Tell me everything we know about the Empress.
Empress Celine is a renowned diplomat and reformer. She works tirelessly to secure peace for the Empire. Unfortunately, many Orlesians view peace as complacency. She has yet to name an heir, leaving the future of the Empire in doubt if anything happens to her. Especially when the next in line is her cousin Gaspard, who's made few friends on the Council of Heralds. Celine is surrounded at all times by countless guards, courtiers, servants, and vassals. What better place for an assassin to hide than the Empress's own household?
How can Gaspard still be next in line while he wages war against his Empress?
The title Grand Duke indicates that he was a prince before the Empress took the throne.
Do we need to go to the peace talks? The Empress must have personal guards. We could just warn her she's in danger.
We've made the attempt, but it seems that our messages never reached her. Someone intercepted them.
It's better that we don't leave this to chance. If Orlais falls to Corypheus, no land is safe.
It's kind of worrisome that we can't even get a message to the Empress of Orlais. Like, Liliana, what are you doing? You can't even get a message to her? She's... yeah, okay. That seems incompetent, but okay.
We shouldn't waste any time. Let's go to the Winter Palace.
Alright, so now that I've seen that it's 12 to 15, a part of me really wants to not go through with it quite yet. But we're still well in that level range, so we'll do this one and then we'll probably hold off a while before the next main quest, but that's okay. Confirm. Okay. So I'd like to have Vivienne with me. I feel like she'd be useful to have. For a rogue, I don't know how well Cole would fit in. Definitely not Sarah, so let's go with Varric. And Cassandra Blackwell. Oh yeah, let's go with Cassandra. Since we are representing the Inquisition after all. And the Seekers are probably at least somewhat admired by the people of Orlais. Even a Navarran Seeker.
The political situation in Halam Shiral hangs by a thread.
It's quite a palace.
The Empress fears our presence could sever it. The Grand Duke is only too happy to have us at the ball as his guests, so our invitation comes from him. Whether we act as his allies or upset the balance of power, he gains an opportunity, if not a clear advantage.
Guess that's him. Oh, very dressed up.
It is a great pleasure to meet you, Inquisitor Lavellan. Bringing the rebel mages into the ranks of your army was a brilliant move. Imagine what the Inquisition could accomplish with the full support of the rightful Emperor of Orlais.
Exactly what would be required to get that Imperial support?
I am not a man who forgets his friends, Inquisitor. You help me, I'll help you. My lady, are you prepared to shock the court by walking into the Grand Ball with a hateful usurper? They will be telling stories of this into the next age.
Interesting. So I don't know enough about these two really to make a decision. I feel like I'm leaning towards Empress Celine since there's enough instability right now without a civil war in the most powerful nation, Thedas.
There's a Tevinter assassin on the loose, Gaspard. Finding him is my priority.
Are you serious? That is a grave allegation, my friend. A foreign power meddling now, of all times? I have no doubt this Tevinter is hiding within the ranks of the elven delegation. They're up to something. My people have found these ambassadors all over the fortifications. Sabotage seems the least of their crimes.
Tell me there's more to your suspicion than the elves were acting dodgy.
That Ambassador Briala used to be a servant of Celine's. That is, until my cousin had her arrested for crimes against the Empire to cover up a political mistake. If anyone in this room wishes Celine harm, Inquisitor, it's that elf. She certainly has reason.
Too obvious.
Be as discreet as possible. I detest the game, but if we do not play it well, our enemies will make us look like villains. We're keeping the court waiting, Inquisitor. Shall we?
Is Liliana here? Because I hear she's really good at the game.
Is that the Inquisitor?
An elf savage! Oh, make her forbid!
Savage,
This is
excuse me.
Gaspard's idea of a joke.
Court watches you with a critical eye. Okay, so you can court their approval, so to speak. So I kind of hope that it maybe is 30 instead of like 50 because we are an elf, and it would be higher if we were, say, human. And I also hope Dalish favor started higher because we were a Dalish elf, because that would make sense. What's this over here? Or who is this over here?
Might be some...
You there! Rabbit! Have you
Rabbit.
seen a ring anywhere? It was a gift from the Countess Montbelliard, enchanted by the Fomari. I cannot go into the ball without it.
Is this ring particularly valuable?
Its worth in coin is not as important as its social value. It was a gift from a member of the Council of Heralds. If she finds out I lost it, she will never forgive me. Not even if I live to be 1,000 years old.
What's your game? Are you trying to convince the Countess that you treasure her gift? Or just to gain importance by getting the Inquisitor to run a menial errand for you?
Ah, very nice.
I assure you, the ring truly is lost. And I must find it or risk terrible repercussions. Should you happen upon it, I beg you, let me know.
Yeah, we'll see. Oh, is it just like around here? Not like I have anything better to do. We'll keep it to sell later. Yeah, we'll return it.
Maker, what am I going to do if I cannot find my ring?
Is this the ring you are looking for?
You are a treasure. I cannot believe you found it.
It was literally right over
You
there.
have saved me a lifetime of mortification. How can I thank you enough?
You can thank me by giving me more than just 5 court approval.
Does anyone have a report on the casualties in the Dales?
Talking about the Dales, I was near there. I assume it's probably bad manners to jump on the flowery, but it's okay. Statuettes required.
Where has that servant gone? Elves, always shirking their duties. What is Lady Pentecost wearing?
Don't know, haven't seen her. Oh, we found one of them.
What is Lady Pentecost wearing?
What's on
Where
this
has
side?
that servant gone? Elves, always shirking.
Can I jump down here?
Do you mind? We don't wish to be disturbed.
Interesting. What are they trying to keep secret?
Interesting.
Any word from the front lines?
My spies said the bodies were beyond counting.
Surely the Empress will put an end to the war tonight.
Pray, my friend. If the Maker does not hear us now, just pray.
Well, they didn't say anything very scandalous. Storage key. Oh, I can lose health here. Definitely reminds me of the Mark of the Assassin DLC, which is a good thing, because that was also in Orlais. Scandalous secrets gathered. Oh, those coins, right. I remember them. You collect them from people and throw them into the fountain to make a wish or something like that. Anything else I can do out here? Lady Nightingale, that's Liliana, her code name.
Is that the Inquisitor?
It's Danish? No, that's cannot be.
Are all the Delancey's here?
Maker, I hope not.
They are a Kirkwall noble family, the Delancey's. I remember them. I think they're the one whose sage was a mage who escaped, but we brought him back to the circle. Alright, guess there's nothing else we can do out here. Let's head inside.
Makes me nervous.
Inquisitor, a moment, if you please. I must warn you before you go inside. How you speak to the court is a matter of life and death. It is no simple matter of etiquette and protocol. Every word, every gesture is measured and evaluated for weakness.
Great. Well, no pressure.
Don't they sound delightful? I'm shocked we haven't invited the court to dinner at Skyhold.
The game is like Wicked Grace played to the death. You must never reveal your cards. When you meet the Empress, the eyes of the entire court will be upon you. You are safer staring down Corypheus.
It might be a good idea for the others to hear this warning. Cassandra is usually not the subtle or cautious type.
I'll have a few discreet words. Everything will be fine. Andraste, watch over us all.
Hopefully I didn't miss any opportunities for court favor. I'm assuming you can do more quests to make it higher once you go inside. Because I only saw that one quest and those two like entry things. And they didn't earn me any favor. Yep, okay. down here? A locked door. Okay. Nice palace, though. I like this so far. This seems fitting for the, or one of the royal palaces of the Empress.
I heard the Grand Duke
Hey, Varric, how are
invited
you?
the Inquisition.
Seriously, did you get a look at the stamps? I think they're gilded.
You look nice, Varric. All dressed up. Cullen. Almost didn't recognize you.
To have this
And
check
Cassandra.
pretend.
At least we all match. I like that. We are the delegation of the
The
Inquisition
sooner we
after
go
all.
in, the sooner we can get this over with.
I agree
wish
with you.
there was more news coming from the Grand Duke. I had hoped
Good
to
news
tour
is
the royal
becoming
wing
an
gardens
increasingly
again.
rare commodity.
I have heard they are the finest in the Empire. It's such a pity the wing is sealed.
Might have to keep an eye out for a way in. But the gardens of Skyhold. Give us a little more time. Collect some more elf fruit.
How has the
Dwarves.
lyrium trade dropped off so sharply?
With so much fighting, demand should be higher than ever.
My contact said there's a new supplier, but we can't track down who it might be.
Are they from the Merchant Guild, maybe? Grand Library of Halam Shiral. Locked from the other side.
Interesting.
That's interesting. And that one needs a key. Alright, well, we'll keep our eyes out. This reminds me of the Freer Gallery in Washington, D.C.
How can they call this a vestibule? It's a foyer.
How could they call this a vestibule? It's a foyer.
The guest wing
Everything
is
is
not
locked.
open to the public at this time, Inquisitor.
I'm a guest, right?
No one asked you.
Le Grand Duke, how are you? He's got like a scroll on his back. I guess supposed to read that, maybe. Announce people entering. Yeah, he is. You think he'd have his lines memorized, though.
And now presenting Grand Duke Gaspard de Chalon, and accompanying him, Lady Inquisitor Lavellen.
There she is. The Empress of Orlais.
Vanquisher of the rebel mages of Ferelden, crusher of the vile apostates of the mage underground,
Remember to smile. This is all for show, my dear.
champion of the blessed Andraste herself.
Did you see their faces? Priceless.
Accompanying the Inquisitor, Seeker, Cassandra, Allegra, Portia, Calogera, Philomena,
Get on with it.
Pantagast, 14th cousin to the King of Nev...
Cousin,
Oh, did we go too close?
my dear sister,
Grand Duke, we are always honored when your presence graces our court.
don't waste my time with pleasantries, Celine. We have business to conclude.
We will meet for the negotiations after we have seen to our other guests.
Inquisitor?
Lady Inquisitor, we welcome you to the Winter Palace. Allow us to present our cousin, the Grand Duchess of Leeds, without whom this gathering would never have been possible.
What an unexpected pleasure. I was not aware the Inquisition would be part of our festivities. We will certainly speak later, Inquisitor.
Your arrival at court is like a cool wind on a summer's day.
I hope that's a good thing. I think she get right to the point.
Someone here is working for
Damn
Tevinter.
it.
To the uninitiated, the court
you'd be
is
evicted.
full of intrigues which might seem sinister, Inquisitor. But they are of little note. How do you find Halam Shiral?
Ah, fine. Play along
I've
for
never
now.
seen anything to equal the Winter Palace.
We
True.
hope you will find time to take in some of its beauties. Feel free to enjoy the pleasures of the ballroom, Inquisitor. We look forward to watching you dance.
Great. Not sure traditional elvish jigs what they're looking for.
Inquisitor, a word when you have a moment.
Her hair looks weird. Too much gel, I think. Well, we lost most of our court approval, but...
Are they in good health?
How are you, Josephine?
Josephine! Oh, Josephine! Is this her?
Inquisitor, please allow me to present to you my younger sister, Yvette Gabriella Montillier.
Delighted to meet you, Lady Montillier.
Inquisitor, I've heard so much about you, but not as much as I want. Josephine writes, but she never tells me anything. Is it true? Rebel mages in Redcliffe were performing blood rites and orgies before you stopped them.
Where did you
I
hear
saw.
such nonsense?
Everyone in Antiva says so.
Well, if they say so in Antiva, it must be true.
Those stories are little more than wistful thinking, my lady.
Oh, how dull Redcliffe must have been then.
Well, there was an evil magister and some time travel.
Which power should the Inquisition throw its weight behind?
Celine has held the throne successfully for years. I see no profit in ousting her. Gaspard has run military campaigns, but never a kingdom. His transition would be, let us say, chaotic.
Yeah, I think we have enough chaotic for now.
Tell me about yourself, Lady Yvette. This is the first time I've encountered any of Josephine's family.
She would forget to mention the artists. I've been studying painting under Antiva's royal tutors.
I should meet
You
Solus
should be
then.
proud, Josie. I'm going to be exhibiting my work next season in the city's biggest salon.
Have you actually sat down and finished the painting yet?
I must wait for my inspiration.
And I must wait for your tutor's bills.
Poor Josephine.
Enjoying the ball?
I see many of.
The dancing is so dull, Your Worship, but the Empress's gallery is magnificent.
Yvette.
Sorry, Josie.
Go on, Josephine.
Half Arroyo must be empty. So many of the Empire's finest are in attendance. They've noticed the Empress paying you special attention, but they don't quite know how to take advantage of it yet. This uncertainty won't last long, I'm afraid.
Also reminds me a bit of the National Building Museum.
This may be my only chance to hear about when Josephine was a girl.
I'm sure she was quite the tomboy.
As she told you about when she was 10 and...
Yvette, stop.
Fine. What about when we were climbing the cliffs by the...
No.
She once told the Duke of...
Absolutely not.
She still plays with her doll collection when no one's looking.
Does she now?
Yvette, that's absurd. Absolutely preposterous.
That's one thing I don't like about video games. I've never seen them actually do it right. Whenever when a character interrupts another, the one character always stops talking, there's like a 1.5 second pause, and then the other character starts talking. Why not just mesh the audio tracks so they actually interrupt each other? Like, that would make it so much more realistic. Because, like, it's just, when you watch something like that, it seems so artificial, and it's so common that most people probably don't even notice it. But rewind this video 20 seconds and watch that again, and you'll see she pauses to give her sister a chance to interrupt her, when her sister could just actually interrupt her. Alright, anyway.
I'll see you later.
Another time.
I'm not gaining any court approval so far.
Can you believe the
Where's
Inquisition
Liliana?
fill its ranks with other states?
You just know that
Is that her over there? That's Vivienne.
is that her?
Did you just
you
grab
was
my
having the
bottle?
entire wing
Please,
redecorated.
Inquisitor,
But
did
the
you
time
need something?
Having a good
The
time,
sooner we
Colin?
track down this
Why would she do
infiltrator, the
such a
better.
thing now?
Do you have any advice?
Orlesian social events don't fall within my area of expertise. There are a few here we can trust. Be careful.
Who do you think the Inquisition should support?
Probably the Grand Duke.
Gaspard's claim to the throne is fair. Orlais needs someone capable of responding to the crisis at hand. A military-minded leader seems the best option.
What happens after the crisis?
You've attracted a following. Who are all these people?
I don't know, but they won't leave me alone.
I take it you're not enjoying yourself.
At this point, the headache I'm developing is preferable to the company.
Yeah, speaking of headaches, I feel you, Colin. At least you don't have a
Have
cold.
you noticed anything out of the ordinary?
Nothing that stands out. I doubt there's a single person here without ulterior motives.
It's the way of Orlais.
We'll talk later.
I await your signal.
Ooh, a secret
How could the
signal.
Empress afford to
I like
renovate
that.
the palace without...
Laurent was
Dowager.
the love of my life. You remember my husband? Poor darling. Killed in the war with Ferelden.
That was a while ago.
Perhaps we can speak later,
40 years ago.
Inquisitor.
Alright. Wait, we missed Vivienne, didn't we? She should fit in here of all people. I doubt she feels more at home in many places than this.
And here we are. You haven't embarrassed yourself as much as I feared. Well done, my dear.
I've always wondered, what's the Orlesian fascination with masks?
We all wear masks, my dear, not just the people in Orlais.
Yeah, yeah.
Who you are as a daughter, a lover, a friend, are very different people from the Inquisitor and Herald of Andraste. Orlesians codify this truth, make it visible. By giving each of these selves its own separate face, they believe they can be their truest selves, unmasked.
Yeah, somehow I think that justification, that's just a justification. And they probably wear the mask, they like feeling fancy and proper.
Anything happening I should know?
Cole is behaving even more oddly than usual. Someone should keep
Cole
an
is
eye
not
on
here. He better not be here. I did not invite him to this.
It seems like you enjoy this, Vivienne.
This is the game, Inquisitor. Of course I enjoy it. If I didn't, I'd be dead by now.
Any words of wisdom for navigating the ballroom?
Speak to the Council of Heralds. 6 of them are here tonight. The 7th member of the Council is indisposed. His absence will complicate the negotiations. The Council are the highest-ranking players of the game. They see everything. They might know something we can use.
Technically, I'm a herald, so can I be on the Council of Heralds?
Tell me, Vivienne, where do you want the crown to fall?
What I want is irrelevant, darling. Orlais requires stability, and that is best served by Empress Celine.
Be ready to act when I give the signal.
Always, my dear.
Who's that over there? Cassandra. We talked to her, haven't we?
Good. I was hoping it would catch you. What did the Duke say?
He points the finger at Ambassador Briala.
The ambassador is up to something, but she can't be our focus. The best place to strike at Celine is from her side.
Grand Duchess?
Empress Celine is fascinated by mysticism, foreseeing the future, speaking with the dead, that sort of rubbish. She has an occult advisor, an apostate who charmed the Empress and key members of the court as if by magic.
I would like to meet her.
I've had dealings with her in the past. She is ruthless and capable of anything.
Now I'm getting excited.
How can Celine openly keep an apostate in the Imperial Court?
The Imperial Court has always had an official position for a mage. Before now, it was little better than court jester. Vivienne was the first to turn that appointment into a source of real political power. When the circles rebelled, technically every mage became an apostate. The word lost much of its strength.
You think she's controlling the minds of the court? That's powerful blood magic.
She's worth investigating. Can't be sure of anything here. Both leads point toward the guest wing. It's a promising place to start. I'll coordinate with our spies to see if I can find anything better. I will be in the ballroom if you need me.
All right. I think I talked to Cassandra, didn't I?
This ball is a waste of time, like all Orlesian foolishness. Let's find the Venatori collaborator and get out of here.
Have you witnessed anything noteworthy?
Nothing yet. I will let you know.
Okay.
Stay alert. We don't know where the enemy is hiding.
Could be that guy.
I'll be watching for trouble.
Look at him walk
The sooner
funny.
we leave this place, the better.
Try to have fun. It is a main quest after all. Who are you? Nobody important, I guess? Okay. Investigate Briala's agents. Where are they at? The guest wing? Over here? Oh, over here. Okay. tempted to jump over the railing, but the court would probably not approve of that. And I might lose some health, which I may need later if fighting erupts at court. Oh, is that the guest wing over there? Yes, it is. Trophy room. Locked. Hall of Heroes.
There must be something here.
Ah, Caprice coin. There are only 25 of those things around. Oh, the actions of the Grey Warden. Which piece is that? One of these lines, I guess? Servants' quarters. And we need a key. Well, the good news is I should fit in pretty easily there. Can I talk to you guys?
We are not serving drinks.
No.
Bother someone else.
Ah, over here.
The package is in the guest wing.
Package.
Upper room.
The one off the garden. Statuette.
Alright, I'll have to investigate that more closely.
The last two people we sent to the servants' quarters.
Gaspard is wasting his...
Waste of time.
There are rooms in a lot of old buildings where the ceiling is shaped such that if you stand in one corner, you can actually hear what's happening in the other corner. They were ideal for eavesdropping. You saw those in a lot of villas in Italy. It actually worked too, it was really cool. This? There we go. Duke Jermaine.
Well, well, the Inquisitor. Here as a guest of my nephew, no less. I'm curious.
So the Grand Duke is your uncle, or your nephew then?
I didn't know the Grand Duke was your nephew.
He's my brother's eldest boy. Always a difficult child, Gaspard. Never listened, never did what he was told. He was raised a prince. All his life we told him he would be emperor. It was his destiny, his duty. What else should he do with his life, if not fight for his destiny?
Have you noticed anything strange this evening?
My niece Florian hasn't spoken to me all evening. That's not like her.
Huh.
What can you tell me about the
Is she the
Civil
culprit
War?
or is she a red herring?
If you are hoping for insight, you've come to the wrong man. It's war. It is brutal, and terrible, and sometimes necessary. There's nothing more to say.
Another time, my lord.
Sometimes necessary, but sometimes not. Guess we heard something.
Well, that's useful.
Does anyone really think the war will end tonight?
Inquisitor Llewellyn, don't head into the servants' wing if you value your neck. Not one elf's gone in there tonight and come out again.
Our man was supposed to make a pickup in the garden hours ago. Bastard's likely dead by now.
I don't like that.
Did you hear what
Nobody
Gaspard
should own
said
as many
to
hunting
Duke
dogs
Jermaine? His own uncle.
Jermaine bore his nephew's spite better than the rest of the council. Did you see that panicked attaché roaming about?
Does anyone really think the war will end tonight? The Empress does.
Out here? Seal. What is this?
Well, well. What's this?
Clues. Clara, kitchen staff, entered servants' wing by main stair. Baronin, undergardener, entered servants' wing from hall 225. Briala, we need immediate support down there. Something's gone wrong. So is she the assassin? Something's gone wrong with her
I am
plans?
not talking to you until we get home.
Or was it a plan for something else and the assassins interrupted it? Or something else altogether?
This way is closed. Please, use the main entrance to the ballroom.
Uh-huh. Alright. So there's a lot we can do in here, by the looks of it.
Interesting. Interesting.
There's the door.
My lady! My lady Inquisitor!
May we have a word? It is very important.
By all means.
The Empress has sent us with a message for you.
How can I be certain this message is from the Empress?
We three wear the masks of House Valmont.
Is that what
They
they are?
signify that we are public faces of the Empress.
They are also extremely fashionable.
So I see.
What's the message?
This is so exciting!
Empress Celine is eager to assist the Herald of Andraste in her holy endeavor.
She will pledge her full support to the Inquisition as soon as the usurper Gaspard is defeated.
That's good to know.
Let me guess. All she wants in return is for me to help her defeat the Duke.
Oh, this is not meant as a bargain by any means, Inquisitor.
The support of the Empress is not conditional. It will be yours once the negotiations are concluded. The Empress is the most skilled diplomat in Thedas. Gaspard is hopelessly out of his depth.
I don't know. Have you met
But we
Josephine?
have taken enough of your time.
Please, enjoy the masquerade.
So I have her unconditional support, but if she's not the Empress after negotiations, it doesn't really mean that much to me. So it still kind of does matter. Unfortunately, though, I think the rest of this quest might have to wait for tomorrow because it's getting late and I need to get some good R&R because I work tomorrow and I'm still feeling miserable. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the opening chapter. There's plenty more to come. Thanks for watching, and I will see you tomorrow.